Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel, and it's a really tough game. I mean, it's a really tense game, I would say. In the build up to this game, I was just tense, and a lot more tense. This game marks the 1 week anniversary of that Real Madrid game. Remember, it was exactly almost at this time last week that we were watching the Real Madrid match. So interesting how this will pan out, but Pep has gone with an interesting formation. I mean, the formation I've displayed there, obviously, I thought De Bruyne will be a false nine, but it will be interesting to see because Pep believes that formation is just for displaying on the TV screens and knowing how we line up. It's all fluid. We know that. We know that with Pep, it's all fluid, but West Ham away is gonna be very difficult, and with how Aston Villa played, I think no game in this run-in is easy. All are difficult. But first, let us concentrate on this. We have been doing this since 1-2 months now, treating every game as a final. Now we are at the final hurdle. They say champions have that little bit edge to at the final hurdle. So let us see how this one goes. Rodri. Oh, I think it's a turnover in possession, and the referee gives the foul to Wolves. Transitions are gonna be absolutely key in this game. We discussed it in the preview to this game as well, and Pep Guardiola has told it repeatedly in his press conference that Wolves is so good at transitions, especially with Ruben Neves, Dendonker, and people like that. I mean, interesting that Wolves are playing a three at the back formation with two wing backs. And the first thing you notice when you play a three at the back formation, you see the opposition playing a three at the back formation is the space on the wings. I mean, you can just double up. Cancelo, Sterling, for example, doubling up on the right wing. So I think that is something that's going to be interesting how we are going to utilize the space on those flanks. First goal will be absolutely key and vital here. Kevin De Bruyne. What a ball! Kevin has to score, and Kevin scores! Kevin De Bruyne! Wow! This is Kevin De Bruyne! King Kevin! Just look at the finish, guys! One touch and it's a great finish. The finish is not easy. The finish is never easy. Going across the keeper. But De Bruyne does it so well. Wow, what a finish! What a finish! Wow. Jose Sa just hoofs it up in the sky. And then De Bruyne, first one touch finish. Okay, Sterling was maybe free in the middle, but just look at it. De Bruyne, the moment he took that touch, you knew that he would score. Wow. I mean, I've never felt this kind of intuition before, but the moment De Bruyne took that touch, you knew he will score. Wow, King Kevin, hats off to you. People are talking about Haaland and all, but look at the finishing ability of this guy. Kevin is telling, even if Haaland comes, the king is the king. The boss is here to stay. Kevin De Bruyne at his absolute best. City's midfield at their absolute best. You know, that pressing, that congestion. The game's not at all over now. I don't know what has happened to my stream. That was a great tackle by Laporte. You know, every time my stream goes off, I don't know why, even against that Real Madrid game, the next time when it comes on, it is just I see the opposition striker, the opposition attacker barging into our penalty box. I don't know why this is, but that was a great tackle. It was a fantastic tackle from Laporte. And it's a corner for Wolves. It's a corner for Wolves, guys. Wolves are very good from set pieces. We can't concede from... Oh... Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves is very good for long range, and I think it was Zinchenko on the line, and Ederson can collect it. Wow, those are nervy moments. Those are really nervy moments. We need to score the second as soon as possible, and goal difference also will be key because that game against West Ham is going to be so difficult. It's going to be extremely difficult. Fernandinho there. Raheem Sterling. Fantastic touch from Raheem Sterling. Wonderful from Raheem Sterling. This is Raheem Sterling at his absolute peak. Sterling, rash, make a run into the box. I don't know why Raheem Sterling was standing near De Bruyne. I think Raheem Sterling should have made that run at the far post. Zinchenko, look at that. Sterling goes and stands beside Zinchenko. I don't know, he should be making that run across the far post, causing some disturbance in the defense. I know Bernardo tried that shot, but the game's become very open now because Wolves are trying to attack us, obviously, because they're a goal down, but each second is tense. And especially this game coinciding with that Real Madrid demonic experience. It's just, for now, just kick it out if you're not sure. I thought the Wolves player held Sterling, but the decision has gone in favor of Wolves. Just press Jose Sa. Yes, let him hoof it into the box. Second balls. Wonderful Zinchenko. Excellent. Zinchenko, Kevin De Bruyne. Second ball, guys. Yes. Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling. And we have lost it. Wolves have two runners and no one's there at the centre back. Rodri, run. Just go and cover. We can't. And Wolves score. We should not have allowed that. Dendoncker scores. This is what Pep Guardiola said. Dendoncker on the counter attack. It's very dangerous. Wolves score. This is not what we needed. On the counter attack. City were on the attack and we knew it on the transitions. Wolves will score. This is not how it was supposed to be. Who was the culprit there? Who was it who lost the ball? And there's no one picking up Dendoncker with his run from the midfield. And it was too late by the time someone picks him up from the midfield. And the game is again level. We have to start all over again. This is just so frustrating, guys. Now I think Wolves will sit back again. We have a new comment here. Terrible, just terrible. Have to avoid these things as soon as possible. Love your stream as Madridistas. Thank you. Madridistas. I mean, it just reminds me of what happened at Madrid exactly a week ago, exactly at the same time. Same timing, both the matches almost. So, I mean, it's a terrible feeling. We score and then we concede a goal in that way. I mean, if it's of a set piece or something, I'm still fine. But we knew Dendoncker was in transitions. Dendoncker is dangerous. Pep Guardiola told it in his press conference. I mean, this is a title race and no mistakes are allowed here. I mean, Wolves were literally leaving two players up front. So I don't know how both Fernandinho and Laporte were playing so high, especially when there's no pace there. Okay, when Kyle Walker or someone was there, okay, your centre backs could push up, but literally I don't know why our centre backs pushed up so high. The pressure is on. This is the worst thing I've imagined actually. Oh, Wolves are attacking again, my God. That's a ball over the top and that's well. That's very well read by De Bruyne. I think that is, and Fernandinho recycles the ball. Fernand yes, he just put a diagonal across to Zinchenko and we go on the attack. It's offside. We just need to increase the pace of our passing. It's almost like we're looking lethargic over there in the midfield. There's no movement. And you know the worst thing about that goal is we who were in the ascendancy thought there was an opportunity for Sterling to drive into the box and still it doesn't happen. I know yesterday it was 1-1 Liverpool, Aston Villa. I know Aston Villa scored first yesterday, still Liverpool made a comeback, but when was the last time we conceded an away goal? I think it has to be 2-3 weeks ago in the Premier League. Laporte to Zinchenko. I don't know why Laporte always plays the easy ball. Why can't he try a diagonal to Raheem Sterling? Rash is free there. But no. I have to play the easy passes. Laporte, Rodri. Now Wolves have gone into their shell. It will be very difficult to break them. Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne. Laporte. Zinchenko. Oh, what a great ball. Raheem, we have to score! Yes! Kevin De Bruyne scores! Who is the boss? Who is the boss here? Who is the boss in the Premier League? It's KDB! Guys, repeat the name again. It's KDB! KDB! But the goal was all about the pass. The goal was all about the pass, guys. The goal was all about the pass. It hits Jose Sa and it goes into the top corner, but the goal was all about the pass from Zinchenko. And then Kevin De Bruyne and then Raheem Sterling doing the most Raheem Sterling-esque thing. And then the ball hits Jose Sa and it goes into the net. This is very well done from Kevin De Bruyne. Our 2 goals. At least now we'll have to protect the lead well. They've kicked off and now we have to protect the lead well at least. But look at that, Sterling making that run into the box. That is what disturbs the defense. Farna. Second balls, guys. Second balls are going to be so crucial. We can't make it as an end-to-end game. Eddie. Just playing Zinchenko. But he plays in Fernandinho. I thought there was more space on the left than on the right. Rodri to Laporte, who's joining in from the defense. I don't know why our centre backs come so high. It's Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling. Oh, that's very well done. And I think it's a corner. Yes, it's a corner for City. Exactly, man. We also gave up as Madrid fans, but this is what the beautiful sport is. This is what Real Madrid is all about. KDB, absolute beauty. What a brilliant goal. Exactly. I mean, I was disappointed, obviously, after the match. But now when I think back, why Madrid won? Madrid won because of, that never die spirit. That's a good ball into the box. Phil, just cross it into the box. Yes, so when I was analyzing why Madrid won, it's just because of the fact that they didn't give up. They didn't give up against PSG. They didn't give up against Chelsea. They didn't give up against us. So I think that KDB is in again. Excellent save by Jose Sa. KDB is just turning it on. KDB. So just completing that point, I think it was all about Madrid being there, doing that, being there, doing that. I think year in, year out, what you guys have, how many Champions League titles? Will it be 17 if you win this? So just being there and doing that in those situations, it helps you have that never die spirit. You don't give up, and you can never defeat an opponent who never gives up. That opponent may lose, but you can never defeat him. That's the big difference. Madrid were losing, but you guys were never defeated, and that was why you guys won. Because if you see in the Premier League, City have conceded the least amount of goals from set pieces. I mean, from corners and crosses, and we have scored the highest amount of goals from corners and crosses from set pieces. So this tells you something. City are very good in aerially in both the boxes, while defending and also while attacking. So to such a City side, which is Premier League is the most physical league in the world, and to such a City side which is the best aerially in both the boxes, you have scored 2 goals in 45 seconds. So there has to be something other than analyzing whose mistake it was. I can pick out 3-4 players who did a mistake that night in City backline, but it was in that situation, it was all about the spirit of Madrid. So just salute Madrid and move on. Happy that we made it till the semi-finals this season. We'll learn from it, hopefully, from that experience. What a ball from Kevin De Bruyne. Fantastic ball. Phil Foden. He does really well to keep it in play. Phil Foden, Kevin De Bruyne. Joao Cancelo. Raheem Sterling. The turnover of possession, guys. Cancelo does very well to actually commit a tactical foul over there. Turnover in possession it's just gonna be so key. And by the way, for Real Madrid, whom did you want? Let me know in the comments below. Would you have wanted Haaland, or are you happy if you get Mbappe now? Honestly, whom did you want to be Benzema's successor, for example? Because honestly, at City, I couldn't see Mbappe being a City kind of player. I don't know why, it's intuition or something, but I always saw Haaland was someone who was more suited to us than an Mbappe. So whom did you want at Real Madrid? Let me know in the comments below. Zinchenko in a crowded midfield. Rodri. Yes, that's a wonderful ball from Rodri. He's been the best CDM in the world this season. What a ball! It was almost on the head. What a ball! It was almost on the head of an on-rushing Phil Foden there. I think we are on the ascendance and we need to make it count. We need to make it count, guys. At least a 2-goal cushion. Eddie, come. I don't know why Ederson does all of this just to... Obviously, Mbappe, the link, the duo in the French team, it's amazing. World ain't ready for Vinny, Benzema, Mbappe. With Vinicius, I thought you're got to be honest here, because I thought as long as Walker was there, I thought he just pocketed Vinicius really well. I mean, if Walker, I know there are lots of ifs and buts, but generally I think if Walker played, the effect of Vinicius on the entire tie would be much less than what it eventually was. So Vinicius is good, but I do think that Vinicius lacks that inventiveness at times, especially when he plays against a fullback who can compete in terms of pace and physicality with him. So that's where Vinicius struggles. I think that's where Vinicius has to improve his game vastly. That's gone out, ref. Yes, we are on the ascendancy. We need to make this count. One more goal, guys. Come on, one more goal. Wolves are a little taken aback, so one more goal. What a goal! Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Kevin De Bruyne in this form? Please, I can't express my entire emotion here, but please let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Kevin De Bruyne with that goal? 23 minutes hat trick. What a player, man. What a player you are, KDB. Wow. I've run out of superlatives to explain that. Weak foot. He just thumbs the ball into the goal. Yes, Lucas. Hi, Lucas. Very well. Very good to see you, Lucas. But, Lucas, actually, your timing is wrong. I thought you would be here when Wolves made it 1. Wolves scored that goal and made it 1-1, and you would frustrate me. Wow, Kevin De Bruyne in this form. Wow. And that too, it was of his weak foot. I mean, he should be the best midfielder in the world right now. He is, and now it confirms it. Just don't make any trash passes in the midfield and give possession away. 3-1, and we need to. I mean, again a 2-goal difference. Again, it's a Wednesday. Again, it's the same time. I mean, it's Thursday here in India, but generally it's the same time as Real Madrid. 2-goal difference. I just don't want things to repeat again. Oh, thank you, Lucas. Thank you so much. You know, I was just caught up in this thing that I forgot. There's a chance for a 4th goal now. I'll just change it if the 4th goal goes in. That is very well done. City are on the squeeze. Oh, referee gives a free kick to the Wolves, but I'll change it. Thank you so much, Lucas. I'm very sorry, guys. I didn't have my eye on the scoreboard. I was like, at 1-0, Wolves just score, and I'm like, just taken aback. And then KDB's brilliance, 2-1, 3-1. I've changed it, Lucas. Yes, I've changed it. I've changed it. Yes, you can have a look at it. I've changed it. And Lucas, what do you think about the Fabinho being ruled out with hamstring injury for the FA Cup final as well, and is in doubt for the Champions League? Rodri was just so close. 4-1 would have been sweet. 4-1 would have just seen me enjoying my night here. Wow. Yeah, so our Madrid fan in the chat would be very happy listening to this news. I think Fabinho potentially a doubt for the Champions League final, and I know Lucas wouldn't be happy. So I would like to know your thoughts in the comments, because no Fabinho, I think Fabinho is like the brains of that Liverpool team. And Phil Foden on the ball. It's a foul. The referee is giving everything to Wolves. Who is the referee? It's bloody. Not Martin. I hope it's not Martin Atkinson, because he always gives things against City. Wolves try to build out from the back, but it's just 2 goals difference. After that before the Madrid game, I was like, if City have a 2-goal cushion, we are like, it's fine, we could manage out the game. But now after the Madrid game, I'm like, we need at least a 3-goal cushion, buddy. We need at least a 3-goal cushion. Otherwise, it's not at all going to be easy. And also, I do think you score as many goals as possible. It will really help boost the goal difference as well. The referee, that's not a foul, ref. How are we going to play? This is a contact sport. The referee is just blowing up for everything. Lucas, Liverpool won yesterday and you're happy with that. That should be fine for you. Why do you now want Wolves to get a goal? I mean, you have said that statement and Wolves are on the attack right now. Oh, Lucas, you know how to jinx a match big time. Oh, Lucas, that's a ball into the box. Zinchenko, engage. Eddie, yes. There was huge miscommunication in the defense over there. Dendoncker was almost ready to pull the trigger. Almost. I don't know why Dendoncker passes it to Ruben Neves, I think. Win those second balls. That is an excellent block. I think it was from Fernandinho, an excellent block. Wolves are recycling the ball here. Wolves in a position to cross. Eddie. Yes, that's gone out. That's well done. Eddie on a goal kick. Even we have a comment from a Madrid fan. Even if Fabinho doesn't play, we are confident for the final. Everyone is motivated, and you know that thing I can't express, but I think Fabinho will make it to the final. I mean, I know, but I have slight concern over your defense actually. I know we were not clinical, but Liverpool are like. They are like the clinical version of us playing a much more higher tempo of football. I mean, the styles are different, but you'll see that Liverpool are much more clinical, especially that Luis Diaz, Salah, Mane, Jota. I mean, they're just clinical. You give them one chance, they just finish it off. So, and also Liverpool have got better defense than us, I think, especially Van Dijk. If Van Dijk was there that day, I don't think those goals go in. So I think Liverpool will be a different game. But again, it's Real Madrid. You have been there, so it will be an intriguing contest for me. The most intriguing contest will be Vinicius against the Liverpool fullback. It Vinicius against Trent, because Trent is not as sound defensively. Wolves are in there, but I think that's offside. For a moment I was worried, but Pedro Neto is offside. Oh, was it close? I don't know, but we have to be very careful on this counter attack. It's such a shame that we don't have Kyle Walker for these counter attacks. You know, it's almost that we are playing this last 2-3 matches just limping without any recovery pace. No recovery pace at all on the counter. Maybe Cancelo, that's it, and is not the paciest as well. Rodri, excellent recycling. What a ball! Sterling was this much. Haaland, and that's 4-1. I'm pretty sure those are the kind of chances Haaland thrives on. Excellent pressing from Laporte. Kevin De Bruyne on the ball. He gives it back. Kevin, go and hunt the ball down. Yes. Give the ball back. That is very well done by Rodri, I think. Fernandinho, just link up the play well. Don't give the ball away cheaply in the midfield. Transitions, guys, transitions. That's how we conceded the first goal. Zinchenko. Oh, he was almost caught there. That's very well done. Technical skills. Phil Foden. He'll be a technical beast in years to come. Kevin De Bruyne. Foden mixer. De Bruyne doesn't choose to go back to 4. Zinchenko, but Fernandinho, Fernandinho almost caught in possession there. What pass from KDB, but no one was on his wavelength. Second balls, guys, second balls. That's very well done. That's really well done. Come on, Wolves, please, Haaland. Good thing is Alaba will be back with us full fitness. But I do think, honestly, you were better defensively without Alaba.
It looks like there is an issue with the router and echo device. So try restarting them. Unplug both.
Oh, Wolves are there. It's a 3v3 at the back. It's a 3v3 and Wolves are free there. I think Wolves are gonna score here.
Plug in the echo device.
It's a goal kick. Luckily, Martin Atkinson says it's a goal kick. Oh, that was just a heart in the mouth moment for me. Zinchenko does extremely well there. Look at that. It's a 4v3 at the back. But is it a penalty? Yeah, Haaland gets the ball. Haaland gets the ball. So it's just a corner. Haaland gets the. Why am I saying Haaland gets the ball? Zinchenko gets the ball. Oh, they're checking it seriously on VAR, but I think Zinchenko gets the ball on the second attempt. Just at the corner now. This is the worst thing that can happen to us, conceding a goal. Lucas says, can you share your screen with us so that we can watch? I'll reply to it after Wolves take the corner. That's very well defended by Laporte and Rahi. That's very well hooved up by Kevin. And now Wolves are caught short at the almost at the back, but it's just ping pong now, volleyball type stuff. Just press, guys, press it in the midfield. Again, Wolves win it in the midfield. And then they drive it as it's a 3v3 at the back again. Come on, Pedro Neto dancing through. That's very well intercepted by Rodri, I think. Raheem, what? That's excellent skill by Phil Foden. That's fantastic skill by Phil Foden. And Phil Foden still going. He's left the Wolves player in the dust. Phil Foden still has it. Kevin De Bruyne still has it. It's Joao Cancelo. Cancelo with the chance to cross, but he chooses to recycle it back. Rodri back to Zinchenko. Looks like we need to get that fourth goal. Lucas says, can you share the screen with us so we can watch? I think that will be the last stream for me, I think, because I'll be stuck with copyright issues and I'll have to close it down. So, enjoy the stream by frustrating me like you always do, and through my eyes. Wolves are recycling the ball. The one thing I'm worried about is Wolves, doing the diagonal. Wolves playing the diagonal, and whenever they're playing the diagonal, especially onto our left flank, I think Zinchenko is being caught high up. Tactical foul. Fernandinho is caught so high up. I don't know. This is well done. This is just a game on a knife's edge we are playing. We can't concede before the break. We can't concede at any cost before the break. That's how it is. Rodri to Zinchenko. Kevin De Bruyne. Zinchenko, Laporte, Fernandinho, Ederson. Rodri. That's an excellent switch by Rodri. Cancelo, but he's just recycling it back. Fernandinho just drive the Wolves players forward a bit. Let them press us. Foden. Rodri. I think we need to score another before the break. Wolves are just looking so threatening on the counter-attack. Kevin De Bruyne. Laporte, Fernandinho, Rodri, Bernardo Silva on the ball right now. Bernardo Silva has given it away, guys, in a cheap position, but he's done well to retrieve it. That was so dangerous. Wolves are breaking 3v2 on us. Phil Foden. Oh, Lucas 3-2. Oh. I mean, are you joking, Lucas? Because it's so tense. And you have put 3 to 4 times. Raheem Sterling on the ball. And I think it's a corner. Lucas, you should be joking here. Why, Lucas? Ah, I'm just so tense because it could be real as well. Yes, yes, I know now. It could be real as well. I was like sitting here having the ball in our box and you said 3-2. I'm like, did Wolves come to attack? But where is it 3-2? It's definitely not 3-2 now, Lucas. I'm pretty sure of it. Kevin De Bruyne. That's a foul on De Bruyne, so it's not 3-2. It's not 3-2. I know 3-2 is your wish, Lucas. I think sometimes you go in a time machine, you go so much forward and you try to predict things. I know. If there's a way, I'll try and frustrate you in the FA Cup final as well at the weekend. Fernandinho, Kevin, Aymeric Laporte, Zinchenko. What twat! What a twat, Zinchenko! That could have been 3-2. Lucas could have been right over here. What an absolute twat! All your centre backs are up. There's only Fernandinho who's back, and he decides to somehow give the ball away, trying to play a risky pass. This is where I get frustrated with Zinchenko and to an extent even with Cancelo. When there's no viable option up front, when the opposition team is pressing, just hoof it forward, reset it. Why do you want to take that risk which can cost a goal out of nothing? Kevin De Bruyne has worked so hard to bring out the strikes and you want to gift wrap a goal to them. What an absolute twat. Yes, Lucas, I'm streaming it. I think maybe I'm 10-15 seconds slower than the TV. I think the delay won't be much even though I'm streaming the match. I'm watching the match on an app called as Hotstar here in India. So Phil Foden running through. That's a foul, ref. Oh, the ref says. That's very, very well one back. It's Laporte. I don't know why Laporte's driving so much into our attacking area. Now I think Laporte's out of position a bit. It was actually Cancelo who was driving, and Wolves players can play it out. I don't know. Midfield has looked a little bit loose. You're streaming the weekend game? Is it? No, the weekend game is Liverpool versus Chelsea, mate. It's the FA Cup final. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, he plays it to nobody. That was pretty much his first mistake of the game. I think the first goal here should be going into the break without any more damage. If it was 3-0, I would have been very happy, but a 2-goal cushion is nothing. No, I'm not streaming Liverpool versus Chelsea. No, I just wanted to have a little bit of prank on you. So I stream only City matches. Farna. Yes, that's very well done, Fernandinho. Oh, Raheem Sterling there. Just not up to speed. Pep Guardiola knows he needs one more goal. He needs one more goal. That's very well done by Fernandinho. Oh, it's found its way to Kevin De Bruyne somehow. It would have been sweet if De Bruyne had planted this in the far corner as well. 4 goals for De Bruyne, but it was not to be. Lucas says, how can you annoy me then in the Liverpool game? I can't theoretically, but I was just joking with you that it would be nice if I could actually annoy you in that Liverpool game. That's what. You have planned it really well, right, Lucas? You can annoy me whenever you want. You can frustrate me. You can make me tense, but I can't do it to you, right? So, very well planned, Lucas. Very well planned. Anyway, it's the last 10 seconds. Plus, I think there'll be 1 minute of added time, and I won't be surprised if there's no added time at all because there's been nothing. But I think he'll give 1 minute of. Oh, he's given 2 minutes of added time. We cannot concede before the break, guys. No mistakes are allowed in this title race. You can't concede before the break. Stream it then. I'll see, Lucas, if I can stream it or not. That's very well done. Kevin De Bruyne gets there first on the ball. De Bruyne into the box. It would be sweet if he could actually. I think that's a penalty. De Bruyne was. Oh, but Wolves have a counter attack here. That's very well read, but I think that's a penalty actually. Down the other end. I think down the other end that's a penalty actually. He hangs out a leg, I think. We can't concede a goal here. We can't concede a goal here. It's the set piece. That's very well defended. That's extremely well defended, but the danger is not over. Just defend it. 8 more seconds to go. City are on a counter attack here. The referee won't blow until this counter attack is over. City are on the counter attack here. We are on the break here. And that's it. I think that should be the half. I don't know, Lucas. It's 50-50. I don't know. I might stream it that day because I had a plan of watching that match with a couple of others. So that's why I'll see if I can stream it. Mostly I won't stream it actually. But how did you feel, Lucas, when it was 1-0 to Aston Villa yesterday? Because I was like, for 1 minute, I was very happy, and then Liverpool score, and that's all. Exactly on this day last week, Lucas was there frustrating me in this stream against Real Madrid, and then he disappeared in the second half, and suddenly the match just turned. I think it's actually better if you keep on frustrating me here. That's when City play much better, I think. 1-0 to Aston Villa. 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 Okay, because we could come back, and we did. I mean, know that you would come back, but then there will be that those nerves, right? Because Aston Villa were full of energy and you were exhausted a bit. You could see it in the face of Fabinho, for example. Allison committed a bit of mistakes. You're looking a bit rusty in front of goal. Sadio Mane was not doing things well, so I don't know, but for me, this game, I've after that Madrid week, I'm like not satisfied with anything less than a 3 goal cushion. So I'm still really tense, very tense about this game. Anything can happen, absolutely anything can happen. And for me, the biggest worry is we need to have that comfort zone, that comfort cushion of these 3 points for the West Ham game. Worst case scenario, if something goes wrong, because we are having a goal difference, what, 3-1 today? So at least we'll have 4-5 goals difference in the worst case. So last, even if we drop points against West Ham next week, going to Aston Villa, having to win at the Etihad, so I really think us seeing this game through is very very important. It's really crucial. Otherwise, that West Ham game will just become a pressure cooker, especially after you've started it very well. If suppose you were 1-0 down or something, then I would say that maybe you utilize that cushion, but you've started so well. I do think that we need to accelerate and score that fourth goal just for the sake of goal difference. And also I think we have looked thin defensively. I don't know if you guys have observed that, but we have looked thin defensively in this game. Whenever Wolves had a transition, it was like, oh, we could concede, because Wolves were like, whenever the ball was played out wide onto the left flank, right flank. I know Wolves are playing with a three at the back formation, which means there'll be spaces in the on the flanks, but then Zinchenko, Cancelo are just playing so high that whenever Wolves can manage to get it over Zinchenko or Cancelo, they have free runners, they have willing runners. So, I really do think we need to approach this game very well, even after the break, even after half time. It's an away game. An away game at Molineux is never easy. Lucas says, I had a friend that was a City fan and he kept annoying me about Liverpool and I punched him. Well, I actually don't care much about Liverpool, because it's in our hands. Our destiny is in our hands. In fact, now it's the opposite. Liverpool fans should look to annoy City fans because they know that their destiny is not in their hands right now, and I think that is a really frustrating thing actually actually be you not being in control of what you can achieve. They're showing the City goals. De Bruyne, the finish with the first, all the 3 goals were just sublime. Okay, there was a deflection for the second goal, but in general, all of the finishing was sublime. The second goal, Jose Sa just. But Lucas, if I annoy you about Liverpool, would you punch me? Yeah, why should I care about Liverpool? Because, I acknowledge that you play great football. Your style of football is like it's it's a heavy metal football, and it really I like your style of football, but that doesn't mean, and that's it. That doesn't mean that I should care about all of the results and stuff for you, right? Because I'm a City fan, and I all I care about is what City do. So I acknowledge that you play very good football, but that's it, Lucas. About Liverpool, I focus on what we can do better, and I think that's what champions do. Yeah, well, I'm not bullying you. I'm just telling you the fact. I'm not bullying you because we are now not in the competition that you're in, right? Premier League destiny is in our hands. If we lose it, it's because of us, not because of Liverpool, right? Champions League, we're already out. FA Cup, we're already out. So there's no point in bullying you, right? Bullying Liverpool right now is like punching thin air. It's just that your hands will be exhausted, your energy will be exhausted. That's all. You're not gonna gain anything from that. Champions, City champions. Lucas, I can see what you're trying to do. You're trying to jinx it in whatever way possible for you. You're now telling champion. I mean, you're just trying to jinx it in every way possible right now. By the way, did you guys look at Kevin De Bruyne's celebration? This was Kevin De Bruyne's celebration, the yoga pose almost. After he scored the third goal, this was it. And now they're showing it halftime, Erling Haaland in the same pose. Wow. Just imagine, I mean, it's so mouth-watering from right now. Imagine Kevin De Bruyne supplying Erling Haaland. Wow, that would just be something else. I can't even contain the excitement. Just looking forward to seeing that combination. De Bruyne, Erling Haaland. Wow. I think he's practiced some Erling Haaland finishes Kevin De Bruyne. But what a hat trick from De Bruyne. That's just wow. I'm just reliving those moments, exact same moments. I know I repeated this, but I'm telling it again. Last Wednesday, what has happened against Madrid? That the time is already coming. Exact same time last week. So let us see how it goes this week. Because from what happened in Madrid to 4 5 days till that Newcastle game, I was absolutely out. I mean, it hit me so much mentally. So again, coming into that frame of time. Lucas's City won't win the Premier League in about 3 or 4 years from now. But why, Lucas? Then who will win the Premier League? Do you think Liverpool will win the Premier League for next 4 years? Wow. That's a bold statement to make, especially after we have signed Haaland, especially after we have signed Julian Alvarez. And by the way, for people who don't know who is Julian Alvarez is almost the next Thomas Muller. So, I mean, Foden, Haaland, Julian Alvarez with KDB, Bernardo Silva, and maybe James McAtee assisting him. Or maybe, Rodri at CDM. Wow, just look at imagine that combination. It's just so good. The striker finishing has been our weakness. I mean, Lucas, Liverpool will win for the next 2 years and then you might have a chance. From 1990 to 2022, I mean 93 to 2022, from when the Premier League started to now, how many Premier League titles did Liverpool win? Just the one in 2019-20, right? So that's why it's such a bold statement to say that winning 4 Premier Leagues is not at all an easy task, especially in a according to the standards right now, we have to get 96, 97, sometimes even 98, 99 points to win this league. So, and participating in the Champions League, Premier League, playing those matches year in, year out, it's just going to take the strain out of you. I mean, I know Lucas Liverpool have had 7 titles, but I'm not telling. I mean, I'm not telling you about all of the league titles, just the Premier League titles. I think in the last 30 years, you've just won the latest one, 2018-19. That was the Premier League title. 2019-20. That was the Premier League title you've won. How many has City had? I think in the Premier League era, you can count the Aguero movement, 93-20 movement. We won 2011-12. Then we won one with Pellegrini. And then we won 3 with Pep Guardiola. So it's 5 Premier League titles for City. And in the last 10 years, 5 Premier League titles for City. Uh, 7, no, it's not 7, Lucas. It's, are you telling it's 7 for Liverpool? Because it's 5 for City. I mean, I'm not counting this, of course. This is not done right. So apart from this, we have won 5 Premier League titles in this era. The Molineux Stadium at night, I'm still feeling that pressure. Liverpool has had 7, no, Lucas, from 1990 to 2021. That's why I mentioned since the Premier League has been incepted, which is from 1991 or something to 2022 to the latest one. You have only won one title. In the last 30 years, you have just had one Premier League title. In the overall titles, I think if you count from since the 1900s and all, I think Liverpool is just one behind Man United. I think Liverpool has won 18, 19 titles. Just one behind Man United. So, but in the Premier League era, you have just won one title. Wolves players are walking out. I just pray here that we don't concede an early goal. We just cannot concede an early goal here. Otherwise, the title hopes will again be down in the mud. We might have to score an early goal here actually. The players will be having, definitely they'll be having the scars of Madrid with them. Because it's exactly a week to that and stuff. Exactly at the same time they were playing at the Bernabeu last week. So I mean, City players are walking out. It would be so good to have someone like the Nathan Ake now in the defense because he would just shut that entire defensive unit down. So I think with Fernandinho and Laporte, we are not looking as. Yes, exactly, Lucas. We have one Premier League title, so that's what. So, I mean, winning the next 4 Premier League titles, or you're telling Liverpool will win at least two or three of the next 4. It's a huge ask. I mean, that's an easy question. How many Champions Leagues has City won? 0. But you also have to count how many times City have participated in the Champions League and how many times Liverpool have participated in the Champions League, right? City have consistently gone on to participate in the Champions League since 2013 or something, I think. Fernandinho, that is very well done. So you should also have to count from where City were coming, and it's only in the last 2-3 years that we are consistently able to participate in the Champions League. Raheem Sterling there on the wing, just run it. Oh, that was almost an own goal, and that was an excellent cross from Raheem Sterling. Johnny O'Castro I thought Johnny O'Castro put it for a own goal actually. But just look at the service, the cross from Raheem Sterling, excellent. And City have a corner here. Yeah, so Liverpool have won 6 Champions Leagues. I know people use this stick of the Champions Leagues to beat City with, but we have only been consistently in the Champions League for what? The last 4, 5, 6, the last 7 years, and in that also we are reaching the knockouts only in the last 3, 4 years consistently. So you can't compare us with clubs who have historically been there day in and day out in that competition. Yeah, you had two in the last 10 years, right? But since the 1960s, 70s, Liverpool, even before that, Liverpool were competing in the Champions League. Raheem Sterling there, Raheem Sterling has to score, Raheem Sterling has to score, and Raheem Sterling scores. Is it an offside? Oh, the offside flag is up. Let us see. Raheem Sterling scores, but the offside flag is up here. Was he offside actually? Yes, he was offside. He was just leaning. Yeah, he was just leaning there a bit early. He went there a bit early, but everyone in that bench knows the importance of an early goal, of the fourth goal here. So just look at how people were reacting in the coaching bench over there. Yeah, so that's what Lucas, like I was telling again, you just need to get used to being there, doing that in the Champions League. In City are just getting used to it now. So it will take time to win Champions Leagues like you. It will take time to build that history, to experience those damaging moments, which every big Champions League team has done. And our first experience like that is with Real Madrid. If you're streaming the Liverpool game, you have to have Liverpool pictures up, but then I will not do the stream. I mean, of course, if I'm doing a Liverpool this thing, I will definitely have a Liverpool pictures up, right? It will be odd to do a match in which City is not there with City's pictures up. That is excellent. And Kevin De Bruyne, they are recycling the ball. These players know that 2 goal lead is also nothing. Phil Foden losing the ball out there. Phil, just go back and defend. It's your shit, it's your crap that has gotten us into this position. Yes, he's done well. But Wolves are on the attack here. The danger is not cleared away. City player is down here with injury. Actually, it's Laporte who's down with injury. We can count this year as well. We have 7. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. This is football, mate. This is football. Until the last second is done, until the whistle is blown, you can't count something as yours. Foden. I haven't seen him losing the ball in a long while, actually. Oh, Aymeric Laporte, looks like Aymeric Laporte is also injured here. Oh, wow, it's almost gonna be like we'll be without any centre backs, maybe for the last 2 games. Pep Guardiola is there, he's thinking, wow, Laporte's injured. This might be a pivotal turning point. Then Nathan Ake is there, but you'll surely miss the passing and stuff from Laporte. So Laporte's injured. This is not at all looking good for us. We don't have any centre backs left. Ruben Diaz is out. John Stones is out for the season. Diaz is out for the season. Kyle Walker's out for the season. It might be a knee injury actually for Laporte. I really hope he gets up and he can move right now. We don't have any centre backs left, honestly. Pep has told in the press conference that Nathan Ake is not fit enough to start a game and stuff. Okay, Lucas says, okay, I'm going to go. I'll see you next match, buddy. Bye, bye, Lucas, and thank you so much for coming on the chat. It's always great, you know. You trying to frustrate me as having a bit of a banter and stuff. It's always great, buddy. See you, buddy, and take care. Oh, Laporte has gotten up, but I do wish that Sterling's goal was not offside. Then there would be much less pressure on us. 4-1, you would think, okay, you could maybe put in a Luka MBT or someone. Wolves attacking again. That is very well read. That is excellently read by Joao Cancelo. Kevin De Bruyne on the ball right now is really coming deep to receive it. Oh, that was not an intentional touch from Bernardo Silva, I think, and Wolves are on that. Just go and engage in the bloody challenge, Zinchenko. And now Wolves have a chance of a free kick. They have a chance to put the ball into the box. Zinchenko. Might come back at the end of the match, just like you did for the Real Madrid one, like, right, Lucas? Pep Guardiola is just taking out his jacket. This is just getting tense. This is just getting proper tense. Just have some water. But Zinchenko needed to engage with him. With Willy Bolly, I think he needed to engage with him much faster. Because if we concede here, nerves, pressure, and everything will kick in. I just hope that we don't concede on this one. Just holding my favorite bottle here. That is excellent work from De Bruyne, but then there's the corner again. Sorry, excellent work from Ederson, but then there's a corner again for Wolves. It can't happen twice in a week. Right, against Madrid you concede from a cross, and again the danger is not cleared yet. That is well hoofed by Cancelo, I think. Phil Foden, I think he's the one who's playing the farthest right now. Just press, Phil, press. There's no outlet for the centre back over there. Press, yes. Sterling does extremely well to press the goalkeeper. Fernandinho. Rodri. Fernandinho. Cancelo. And it's offside, I think. I think it's Raheem Sterling who's offside. Pep Guardiola is intrigued there. He knows that the next goal is going to be so important. It's going to be so vital. That is very well done. Excellent defending from Aymeric Laporte. But wasn't Raul Jimenez offside? No, he was onside. It was Laporte, in fact, who was keeping him on. But that's excellent work by Laporte. And that is, for a moment I thought, oh, he was offside, but for a moment I thought that was a corner code. He just scored there. For a moment I thought, was it offside? But that was an excellent save from Ederson. But was it offside of that save or? Yeah, corner Cody was clearly offside on that. Another heart in the mouth moment. That's why the Nets goal will be so crucial. Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne. Sterling couldn't give it back to Kevin De Bruyne. Otherwise, Kevin was through. Wow. These are the chances we need to take. These are the gilt-edged chances we need to take. That Madrid, that spirit is looming on us now, I know. So, I don't know how we will manage the next 30-40 minutes. I have no idea, absolutely. I'm feeling that tension already. That's a very good ball, and Cancelo just lift across into the box. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne was just trying to do some. I can't even describe what sort of skills they are. Wow. Only Kevin can do that. Second ball. Very well done. Very well done, Fernandinho. Aymeric Laporte. Laporte to Rodri. Rodri surveying his options. Just play it to Cancelo. Yes, that's very well done. He's played it to Cancelo. But what a crap ball from Cancelo. Joao, you can't give the ball like that. He's at least got it back for us. So Laporte is feeling discomfort actually. Just like Kyle Walker. Those events are repeating again. Real Madrid, Kyle Walker died for the badge on the ground. He was injured and gone now. Aymeric Laporte there. I think Laporte can't play the entire match. I mean, getting the fourth goal will be very crucial here for City to rest Laporte. Our midfield really needs to make sure that our defenders are protected here because Laporte seems to be in genuine pain actually. I wonder what the fitness of Nathan Ake is right now. That is very well done by Ilkay Gundogan. Joao Cancelo. That is very well worked out. Zinchenko. Fernandinho. They're not pressing our centre back. They were pressing and Fernandinho just played the ball. Zinchenko. That is very well done. Foden has to. Kevin De Bruyne scores! Guys, it's four! It's Erling Haaland! It's the welcome gift for Erling Haaland! Kevin De Bruyne! Kevin the boss! Who Liverpool? Goal difference! Who goal difference? It's Kevin De Bruyne, like Peter Dury says. It's not Kevin De Bruyne. It's the seventh heaven right now for me. Wow! Kevin! Just look at that. I just hope there's no offside in that. No, absolutely not. There was no offside. But that was an excellent one from Foden actually there. 1-2 with Zinchenko. And I think now we can bring on someone like a Luka Mbiti and stuff like that. Pep Guardiola is just literally has climbed on Rodolfo Borrell. This is how much it means to him, especially after that Madrid heartbreak. Now, that when people were questioning our mentality, character, and everything, it was so hard for all of us City fans, for everyone, for Pep Guardiola, and for everyone. Aymeric Laporte is off. I think Laporte is injured. That's what that fourth goal was, the cushion I think Pep Guardiola was looking for before he took off Laporte. Now let us not go and concede. Martin Atkinson thinks Fernandinho got the ball. And City are on the attack now. Kevin De Bruyne. Is Zinchenko actually Phil Foden? Raheem Sterling almost had a tap in over there, I think. Raheem. I just hope that Fernandinho one is not a penalty here, actually. Otherwise, the pressure and the tension. I mean, there's actually nothing in that. Fernandinho just went there. He didn't initiate. There was nothing in there. There was absolutely nothing in that. There's absolutely nothing in that, if you ask me. And then Phil Foden, Sterling should be making it. That was just away from Sterling. Nathan Ake there. But that sprint from Fernandinho was excellent. He might not have the pace of Vinicius, but I do think he can still, he has good pace. Okay, just hoof it clear, guys. The last thing we need is conceding a goal now, but that is well done. Concede a throw-in, just to eat up some time. But a fifth goal would be very welcome. It would be really good. Kevin De Bruyne on the ball. Not on the same wavelength, Sterling and De Bruyne. The goal difference is going to be very important, guys. So we can't concede goals here. Very well done. Excellent defending that is. Kevin De Bruyne. Wonderful recycling to Kevin De Bruyne to Rodri. Some people call Rodri as Godri as well. So it's been that immense in the midfield. Sumant is here. Hi Sumant. Good evening Mohan. How's the night going? Wow. I just want to just start going crazy and start dancing, because that's a great ball, Kevin De Bruyne. How's the night going, Sumant? Kevin De Bruyne has scored 4 goals and he's done the Erling Haaland celebration, the yoga celebration in all of his goals. Just imagine if Haaland would have been in this game, it would have been 6-7-1. Wow, De Bruyne, Haaland. That link-up play, Bernardo, De Bruyne, Haaland, Rodri. What a link-up that would be. But last week, exactly at this time, against Real Madrid, we lost it in that way, and I just, it just affected me for 4 days literally until our next match. So, and it's this match is almost coming towards the same time, right? So mentally it's like I'm somehow remembering some of those moments, how I felt then I was like down so mentally, you know here in India, it's the match gets over at like at 4 o'clock or something. That Real Madrid match got over then, and then before sleeping, I just looked at the sky and I was like, why did we have to lose it in that way? That was so tense. But I think this is football. Every day is a new day. What a twat, Zinchenko! Why did you have to commit so early? Goal difference is so important, guys. You can't concede a goal here so cheaply. That's very well done. Fernandinho. Just hoof the ball away, Nathan. Why do they want to play soccer inside the box, inside Ederson's box? I don't know. Kevin De Bruyne on the counter attack. It's 3v3 at the back for Wolves. It's 3v3. It's Kevin De Bruyne. It's Phil Foden. Eyeball to eyeball with Jose Sa. Ah, he hits the post. It would have been 5-1, capping off a 5-star performance from City. Ah, Phil Foden hitting the post. And Ederson clearing, but he was offside. The Wolves player was definitely offside. I don't know, the referee is telling he's not offside, but we'll have to see. Don't concede a goal now. That's well done. That's well taken from Anderson, but that was offside. Raul Jimenez was offside. What was the referee doing? Let us see in the replay why I didn't give this. Well, Sumant, how are you feeling? Let me know. He went for the near post, but Foden with his abilities should have gone on to the far post actually. And also Jose Sa got a touch on it, to give some credit to Jose Sa. And Jose Sa is in my fantasy team as well. Well, he'll get some points, so not that bad, right? Oh, second ball. Guys, defend, guys. Ah, the ball just went over Ederson here. I think it's a corner right now. It's Ruben Neves, I think. That ball wasn't far. Actually, Ederson got a touch. It was going into the top corner, but Ederson got a touch. Now the corner. It's taken a short corner. We have to know that City are the best team defending set pieces in the league. City are the best team attacking wise, scoring from set pieces in the league. That's gone out, ref. I don't know, the ref is not giving it, but it's another counter attack. It's Kevin De Bruyne running. It's Fernandinho actually leading the counter attack for us. Wow. And to just answer Sumant's question in a nutshell, how's the night? Sumant, blue moon's rising. That's the only thing I can say to you in a crisp way. Blue moon's rising. I mean, Gundo, yes. Well done, very well done, calmly. I think Gundogan gives Pep that control which Pep craves for. I think that's why Pep knows this is going to be a difficult game, because strangely Wolves press in the midfield, and when Wolves press in the midfield, I mean any team that press City in the midfield, that man mark or CDM, it's very difficult play against, and that's why Pep has literally played Gundogan here for all of that control that he craves for. Nathan Ake, Fernandinho. Looks like we'll have to finish the season with Ake and Fernandinho. Cancelo. Fernandinho. Fernandinho again, I don't know why he's coming so high. Nathan Ake. Bernardo Silva with a throw in, and Wolves are substituting now. I think Wolves are bringing on two of their fast pacey players. I think it's Hu Shong and is it Trincao? Hu Shong, I mean, Hong is coming for Jimenez, and I think it's Trincao. Trincao is coming in from Pedro Neto. Trincao has been in excellent form lately, so we need to be careful. The goal difference is very important, so we can't afford to chalk anything off from the goals that we have scored tonight. Nathan Ake. I would typically like us to score one more actually without conceding any. I mean, the points are crucial, that's the first thing, but I would just like us to score that one more goal just for the goal difference sake. Nathan Ake. That's very well done. Excellent reading from Joao Cancelo. Nathan Ake. That's one of the reasons I think Pep will miss Laporte, his passing especially. What a ball that is from Zinchenko, and a great take from Phil Foden, and Bernardo Silva gets the return. Raheem Sterling doesn't give up on the ball. That's very well done. Protect the ball, guys. Protect the ball. And City recycle it back. That is very well done. Nathan Ake. See, I'm still tense because of what happened last week at the same time in Madrid. So I'll only be relieved after the referee blows his final whistle. That was a 2-goal lead then in the tie. Now it's a 3-goal lead. So it's not much difference. And strange things generally happen in football, like in life. So that Madrid night has really taught me that a game is not over until it's actually over, even though the tie looked dead and buried when Willis had those two chances against Courtois. Fernandinho, Rodri, Nathan Ake, not the best on the ball. Nathan Ake, Ederson, the very best on the ball. Look at that, Wolves are pressing on the midfield. As soon as the ball gets played out into the midfield by City, they're pressing. Zinchenko. Nathan Ake. Rodri. What a ball, Fernandinho, and I think just press him, press Jose Sa, just press Jose Sa. Goal difference is going to be extremely crucial. Guys, just don't concede any goal. Just put in the defensive work. Raheem Sterling, he's been magnificent today with his movement and stuff, and with his defensive work as well. He might not have anything to show for you, but he's been exceptional. Just with his movement and the way he's helped out defensively as well. Ah! Look at what Raheem Sterling he did. Instead of that should have been 5-1. But look at the funny side. Guys, look at what Raheem Sterling did. It should have definitely been 5-1. But instead of him putting his foot through the post, he himself goes and crashes into the post and gets hurt in a sensitive area. It's almost like Sterling is split into two. he's hurt in an area which he can't explain. Well, that should have been 5-1 Raheem. Oh, Riyad Mahrez is coming on. I think Pep realizes the importance of goal difference right now. And with our forwards in, such exceptional form. Pep realizes the need. Oh, he's taken off Fernandinho. This is interesting. He's taken off Fernandinho. Wow. Oh, then I think Gundogan will hold. And I think it's Rodri and Ake who will play as centre backs. Unless Pep doesn't have a brain freeze and he doesn't play Riyad Mahrez at centre back. I know that's a foul. Our midfielders have to make a lot of those fouls. Now that our first and second choice centre back partnerships, I think we are in to a third or fourth choice centre back partnership now. Kevin De Bruyne takes a yellow for the team, but 4 goals. Even if he gets a red today, I'm fine with. But Sterling should have really made it 5-1. Who's playing at centre back? It has to be Rodri. Gundogan holding. Rodri has been exceptional this season. Like I said, people refer to him as Godfrey now. It's been so good. But it's still so funny that Raheem Sterling missed. Well, it wouldn't have been funny if it was at 2-1 or if it was at 1-1. But now we all can see the funny side of it. Raheem Sterling. I think it's Ait Nouri who's running with the ball. Kevin De Bruyne picks it and that's very well done. Safety first. Nathan Ake. Joao Cancelo. Riyad Mahrez. Nathan Ake. Just let the Wolves forwards presses. Don't attempt those little passes, small passes under pressure in the midfield. Look at that, almost 4 people. Wolves are almost playing a diamond around Bernardo Silva. I think Bernardo Silva is holding. It's a rotation between Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, I think, as to who holds. Fernandinho has been taken off for precautionary reasons, that's all I think. Because against West Ham, you don't want to go in without a centre back at all because we do not know the extent of Laporte's injury. Raheem Sterling. He's protected the ball extremely well. Raheem Sterling. The pass is just a little bit heavy. But Foden should have had an assist today at least. That Raheem Sterling. But this is excellent. This is excellent work from Cancelo. The final ball wasn't that good. Jose Sa is in a bit of a hurry now. Just throwing the ball off. But if Wolves get a goal here, it's game on. Still game on. It's a free kick for City. That is well done. This is how we manage the game out. Bernardo Silva. People say there are few players in the world who are unpressable. Modric is one. Bernardo Silva is in that category. Gundogan used to be in that category, but with his back issues and all, now he's not there. Modric, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden is another almost, he's unpressable. And now Jack Grealish. Wow. Guys, if you can just have a look at that Raheem Sterling miss, I still want to just laugh it all out. How he misses the ball, he misses an open goal, and he collides into the post. That too, he's cut into half by the post, and he gets hurt in a sensitive area. Wow! I know it's 4-1, that's why we can laugh at it, but has to be another open goal miss of the season. I know the title race is so close because of Sterling missing a couple of open goals actually. The one at Southampton, that is very well done. I don't know who it is. It was a stupid mistake at centre back. I was hoping to see Egan Riley play some minutes actually. We are playing too casually out from the back now. We need to have some focus. You can't concede a goal, guys, because each goal will matter in the goal difference. Jack Grealish is coming on, and he'll attract a lot of fouls and he'll take away a lot of time. But just looking back at De Bruyne's goals, they were just fantastic. But at 1-1, I was really thinking, is this going to be another, that kind of a night where we are frustrated and stuff like that? I think in this kind of shooting form, De Bruyne deserved to play that Champions League final, I think. I do think there's one more goal in this game. City, Wolves are away now. Nathan, that is very well done by Nathan Ake. The pace from Nathan Ake is fantastic turn of pace from Nathan Ake. Superb. And Hu Song is the one who is hurt. Right now, City won't mind it. City won't mind it at all. I think there's some problem with my network provider. I'll just sort it out. Well, City have scored the 5th goal as well. And who's the scorer? Jack Grealish. Raheem Sterling with a tap in. Cancelo with a touch. Wow. Finally, Raheem Sterling scores one. Well, he couldn't have missed this. He was literally walking into the goal with this. Pep says 5. He just shows 5 like this. But Raheem Sterling getting onto the score sheet. Wow, this will really boost the goal difference a lot. Are they checking for VAR or something? No, it's a Wolves substitution. And Wolves are now bringing on their youth. It's Kandil or someone. I really hope we bring on Luka Mbiti or CJ Egan Riley or someone like that. But our defending has been very good. Apart from that first goal, which we conceded, we defended as a unit, especially those set pieces. And the midfield players really compressed all of Wolves' attacks. The danger from Wolves was that switch of play, but Bernardo Silva and Gundogan were just electric today in terms of covering the spaces in the midfield from left to right. Kevin De Bruyne. Raheem Sterling's onside. Raheem Sterling goes there. I think Riyad Mahrez was off. And Raheem Sterling puts it wide. That should have been 6. Raheem Sterling should have honestly had a hat trick, guys, in the last 15 minutes, but he's put it wide. I think Riyad Mahrez was offside there. Yes, Riyad Mahrez was definitely offside there. But in the second phase of play, I think Riyad Mahrez was onside. No, that would have been flagged offside anyway for Riyad Mahrez. So I think that's the reason why Sterling didn't pass. That was excellent pressing from Jack Grealish. He's done something to Josesa, but honestly, it should have been 6-1. Should really have been. It should have been 7-1 actually. Sterling missing sitters. These goals, they don't affect us in the league because we just manage it. But when you play teams like Real Madrid in the Champions League, I think that is where the all of these things matter. Suman says Sterling super. Sumant, have you watched the replay of Sterling where it was an open goal at the back post? Foden gives a cross and Sterling collides with the post, and that too the post cuts him into half. He collides into the post, getting hurt on his sensitive area, the area which I cannot tell you on the stream right now, but I think you understand. So that pretty much sums up Sterling's night, right? Who collides into the post like that? Sterling getting injured in areas where he can't be treated by the medical staff. Pep Guardiola. I do think there's another goal in this. Let us score 6, guys. I want Riyad Mahrez now to score one more goal because he's in my fantasy team. Someone has thrown a blue flare onto the ground. Wow. This is what we want to see. This is nice. Fans, the support has been exceptional today. The ground, fans cheering for everything. The support in both the Champions League matches was exceptional. Support, I mean, throughout this run-in, the fans have really been behind City. For all of those who say that City don't have a fan base, City are plastic fans and all of that, look at how the fans are supporting. Look at the atmosphere even in away games like this. It's just fantastic, just wonderful. Eddie, yes, Edison decides to play a shaped ball across, and now I think we are off. It's a 3v3 at the back. Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, Jack just pass. Okay, if Wolves want to waste time keeping the ball in the corner, can't do. That's fine, Jack. That's fine. But Sterling should have really made it 6 at least, if not the 7. But all of the chances Sterling gets for the hat-trick is open goals, right? So you look at the rate at which Sterling is converting. Sterling is like converting at 3 open goals is hitting 1 on the target. Just give those chances to Haaland. And just imagine where this match would have been. It would have been 7-1, 8-1, even 9-1 if Haaland was there. Because Sterling literally had 3 easy, and this is another easy chance. And Jose Sa saves it. Sterling gets it. It rebounds off the post to Sterling. It really should have been 6, 7, 8 today. I think this is what happened against Madrid. The only difference was Madrid were more clinical. Benzema, Vinicius Jr. and all. And they scored 2 more goals. This is exactly how we destroyed Madrid. Look at that. Kevin De Bruyne with a strike. It hits the post. Jose Sa is beaten. It would have been the 5th goal for Kevin De Bruyne today. Wow. 4 goals in a match, Kevin. Let us score one more goal, guys. Come on. Never know. It might just come down to goal difference. We've increased the goal difference by +4 today. Nathan, one on one. Nathan Ake is one of the best defenders in the world in terms of one on one defending. Nathan. We almost conceded a goal there, but luckily we didn't. But look at how Nathan Ake had held up Shong. That was very good actually. He had just cut the angle off for Shong to really find the corner. 3 minutes of added time. It was 6 minutes in Madrid, but exactly the same time. That feeling is just running through me now. What happened at Madrid? I was just looking here, just crazy. I didn't know that night what to say. For a few minutes, I was just like silent. What the hell was happening? Just remembering all of that. It's just that a bit of emotion is coming inside me. Zinchenko, Raheem Sterling is off. Rash somehow score. Zinchenko, I think Grealish is vacant of the far side. Grealish, I do think we have another goal before the 3 minutes of injury time finish. So Fernandinho is not there. It's Bernardo Silva, Rodri Ake, Kevin De Bruyne gets on the ball. Kevin De Bruyne. What a ball. Cancelo smashes it into the side netting. I thought Mahrez was offside over there, maybe. And I think there was a call from Mahrez as well, I think. But I do think left foot of Mahrez would have been better. I don't know why Cancelo decided to go for that. Left foot of Mahrez would have been perfect in that. Kevin De Bruyne. It's actually Rodri. Just try for one more attack, guys. Let us try for one more attack. No to conceding a late goal. That will just, dampen the spirits of everyone. Because we have worked so hard for this. Zinchenko. Kevin De Bruyne. 30 seconds more. Cancelo having Mahrez on the outside. He has to utilize Mahrez on the outside. I think that has to be that. That move just comes to an anticlimactic end because you're expecting Mahrez to do something more with that. And it's 11 versus 11. You start with the ball and you finish with the ball. That's what we have done today. It was a fantastic performance from us under pressure at 1-1. You're really down. At 1-1, you're thinking the nerves, everything. You're just remembering will we bottle the title as well on this night. Difficult away night. Molineux has always been that sort of a ground actually. Dendoncker and Kevin De Bruyne both are Belgian and both are talking to each other. But Kevin De Bruyne, 5-star, a Rolls-Royce midfielder and a 5-star performance today. Look at it. We have bought a Rolls-Royce striker in Haaland now. We're having a Rolls-Royce midfielder in De Bruyne. We're having a Rolls-Royce CDM in Rodri or Godri as you want to call him. and then we are having a Rolls Royce defender in Ruben Diaz, I think. So that's been fantastic. They're just showing the goal difference. The goal difference is 72 for City right now, which is 7 more goals. I think if Sterling would have scored at least one, it would have been at least 8 more goal difference, but it's a goal difference of 7. And I don't know what if Liverpool smack Southampton for 5 goals or something like that. The goal difference can just come down. It's just a matter of one match, because Southampton have lost 3-0 to Brentford the last game, and so Liverpool can just cover off the goal difference in that match. But the good thing is we have the title in our hands, so we'll go to West Ham now under a little bit less pressure. Cambo says Sterling was wank, mate, and also he got the reward for being wank, right? I don't know if you missed it, but he got split into two halves when he thudded into the post, and he got hurt in his sensitive area, and that was also while missing an open goal, but. So Sterling got what he deserved today for missing that open goal. But yeah, in another game, just imagine if it was 1-1, or if Wolves were leading 2-1, for example, all of those Sterling misses would count, right? I think this is the finishing gap we have to bridge if we really have to go far in the Champions League, for example. And that is why we have signed Haaland. We have seen why Haaland is needed to this team. People say that you're leading the Premier League in terms of goals you're leading the Premier League in terms of, the defensive stats. Your goal difference is the highest. Why the hell do you want to add Haaland? It is for these you want to add Haaland. It is Wolves, so Sterling got a second. It is Wolves, so Sterling got a third chance to score. What Sterling's conversion rate? Open goals, mate. Cambo. Open goals for Sterling are, he gets 3, he puts 1. Just give it to Erling Haaland. He gets 3, he puts 3. Just imagine how much our goal difference would be. It would be through the roof, 110 or 120 something if Haaland was playing in this team. So it's on tight nights the difference will be there. Against Liverpool at Anfield, seriously, we should have run away with that game. We should have been 3-0 up at least in the first half. When we played them at the Etihad, we should have run away with it if he had good finishers. FA Cup semi-final, mate. Gabriel Jesus had a 1v1 chance, had 2 1v1 chances against Alisson, and he couldn't score. So if we had better finishers than Sterling, okay, Jesus is in good form now, but still, Jesus is also not up to the mark as a finisher. So if we had a Haaland, we would have already been in an FA Cup final now. The league would have been dusted. We would have been in a Champions League final. So we would be in with a chance to at least do a treble this season. So those are the differences. Those are the potential differences. Cambo says Sterling only plays well with a striker. Yeah, and also there's another player we have signed, I think Julian Alvarez, and I do think Haaland and Sterling, Haaland and Alvarez, the combination will be deadly, I think. And also with Sterling, his service was excellent. I think 1 or 2 crosses he put into the box. Foden hits the post once. How many times have we hit the post this match? De Bruyne hit the post at the end. Foden hits a post once. Sterling, well, he smashed into the post. So I think at least we hit the post 3 times today. So honestly, it should have been 7-1, 8-1, and Liverpool should have been dead and buried on goal difference in this match. So I'm not ranting here or something, because we have missed the chances, but those are the facts, and it's exactly 1 week. Last week at this time, we all were watching City going up to Madrid. So when those memories come, so you really know the exact value of a striker. Cambo, but we have the best goal difference and won the league 2 times in a row without a striker. Yes, that is what I mean. In the league, it might not be much of a difference, but in the Champions League, you see, that is where having that Haaland. Honestly, if you see Real Madrid, we should have buried them. buried them, and they, without any hope of even turning out for the second leg at Etihad itself. 6-7 goals we could have scored, right? So that is where it makes a difference, having the striker. I think having a striker like Haaland, it really elevates a system to the next level. It really, I do think he's the missing piece of the jigsaw, and also I think people are on a bit of a hype train that Haaland is there and will win the league at a canter in something. That won't happen because Haaland has to adapt to the Pep Guardiola system. I do think like Grealish, it will take a year or so. So Haaland has to know how to drop into those pockets, how to do the defensive work, how to play passes for midfielders running from deep, and all of those things, how to play across the front line. Haaland has to learn a lot of things. So I do think Haaland will take a little bit of adjusting, but he's 21. Just imagine what Pep Guardiola did to Sergio Aguero, for example, towards the end of his career at 30. Aguero was literally transformed. He was dropping back. His work rate had improved. His sense of being in the box had improved. Just imagine now what Pep can do to Haaland from such a young age. It's just mind-blowing for me, but we'll have to give him time. It won't happen next year, I think. It will take time, one year at least, for Haaland to get on to that level under Pep. Grealish finally starting to play well as well. Yeah, exactly. That is what all of us has been saying, right? Not just Liverpool fans, just Liverpool is on my mind now, but generally all of the fans were telling 100 million down the drain. This is nothing for City. City idiots in the transfer window as usual. Benjamin Mendy. They're telling all of the failed transfers. Alequim Mangala, Benjamin Mendy, Jack Grealish now. High profile transfers we have wasted. But if you go on listening to those people said that Bernardo Silva was a flop in his first season. Those people said that Joao Cancelo was a flop. Those people said that Gabriel Jesus is up to nothing. So those people even criticized Aymeric Laporte as well for a while. So always it's a given fact that players need time to understand what is going on in a Pep Guardiola system. And Grealish, one thing, mate, I've noticed about Jack Grealish is his decision making has improved a lot. Earlier, when he played earlier in the season, he was like holding on to the ball. He was like that Villa Jack Grealish. I am the main man here. I will dribble past players. But right now, he's holding on to the ball not more than 1 second. He's either passing or he's dribbling. And his defensive work rate has improved so much as well. So I think this is the true Jack Grealish. And let Haaland also come now. Jack Grealish getting on in his prime. Next season, he'll be an absolute beast. The dribbling, the panache. I can't imagine De Bruyne, Grealish and Rodri playing in one midfield, for example. Because Pep told that Grealish was brought into play as a number 8. In the midfield, box to box, that Bernardo Silva role, that Gundogan role and stuff. So I just can't imagine Grealish, De Bruyne, Rodri, Haaland, Alvarez, Phil Foden. Wow, man, this is gonna be a beast that even Pep Guardiola can't stop. This with Cole Palmer, James McAtee. Look at who's coming from the academy. Romeo Lavia could be an understudy to Rodri. James McAtee, Cole Palmer. This project could just go on and on, mate. This could be so huge. But anyway, I was just so tense today, like all of us were, I'm sure. And now we have 2 more games to go: West Ham and Aston Villa. Steven Gerrard at the Etihad Stadium. I do wish that we do well against West Ham, because we literally have it in our hands. If we want, we could just finish off this title race against West Ham. We could just beat them and it would be over. Beat them with a good goal difference. But that tie away to West Ham, we had marked it as one of the more tougher ties. West Ham away is never easy. So it was imperative we get those results. These results against Wolves, against Newcastle last time. So fantastic display today. I'm just worried a bit more about Laporte's fitness levels as well, because we should see the update. Because if Laporte is out, will you face Gerard Bowen, Antonio, Lanzini, Benrahma with Nathan Ake and Fernandinho at centre backs? I mean, that would be a real handicap for us. So I really hope that Laporte is fit. We have Cambo says we have finally found a decent left back after using Mendy and Helino. Mate, decent is a very understatement. We have found a world class left back. Cancelo is right up there. For me, he's in the top 2-3 best left backs in the world. Actually, Cancelo, the passing, and he's adapted to that left back position so much that right now Cancelo is like he's almost forgotten to play at right back. He's done well in this match, but generally he's not as effective in that right back position right now. And also remember another name next season. Jan Couto is coming back, and a little bit about Jan Couto, Brazilian. They say he's is better than Dani Alves, and his crossing is almost like Trent Alexander-Arnold's crossing. The curve, the dip on it, and the scouts report is that he loves to play drifting infield. He's just 19 years old. He loves to play drifting infield and is one of the best in 1v1 situations. So just embrace yourself. People are talking about Haaland. People are talking about Julian Alvarez to a lesser extent, but Jan Couto, just remember the name, mate. Next season you'll see Pep will integrate him into the squad, Jan Couto. And as for a left back, the news is that City are gonna buy a left back this summer. I really hope it's someone who is really quick and someone who can overlap. Because if we buy someone who can overlap up and down, then we will have Cancelo, who can drift inside and play as an inverted fullback. And we'll have Zinchenko, who can drift inside, and we'll have another fullback who can literally go up and down the flank, because that will bring some variety. Because in some games when what teams are doing is, for example, Real Madrid did in the second leg, they're compressing the midfield. Liverpool did it in the FA Cup semi-final. They're compressing the midfield. So if you have a left back who can go up and down the flanks, put in good crosses, that would really mean that teams will find it very difficult to defend against us. We need a CDM, a younger second choice one. There is news that we might go for Enzo Fernandez or a Matheus Nunes. I really don't want Paul Pogba. I know we have been linked with him, but Matheus Nunes and Enzo Fernandez are on top of the list. But both of them are box-to-box players. The news is that Pep wants to groom Romeo Lavia into that Rodri role, because Rodri is just 24, 25 I think right now, right? Romeo Lavia is 19, and you know what are the reports about Romeo Lavia from the academy? They have not seen someone who has read the game so well in years. In each phase of play, Romeo Lavia occupies the perfect position. So his reading of the game is excellent. His physicality is very good. Maybe he might have to grow, but the only thing you need under Pep Guardiola is that your reading of the game is excellent. And this is a huge report coming from one of the best personals in City's academy, that they have not seen someone in a long time with that sort of a reading of the game. So Romeo Lavia will be groomed as Rodri's successor. I want De Jong, but I just heard he's off to United. I mean, yeah, I think Frankie De Jong will be difficult, because you know the reports are 65 million for Frankie De Jong, and Barcelona might want Bernardo Silva in a swap. I wouldn't swap Bernardo Silva in a heartbeat, even for any player, let alone Frankie De Jong, because look, what does Bernardo Silva not offer that a Frankie De Jong offers? Nothing, right? In fact, in some situations, Bernardo Silva is better than Frankie De Jong, especially the defensive work rate, the engine he has. In some of the matches against the Real Madrid match, for example, in that he was Zidane-esque. Bernardo Silva was Zidane-esque, mate. So I would not want Frankie De Jong. Instead, if someone comes, I would maybe prefer a Matheus Nunes, because he is somewhat like a Fernandinho, Matheus Nunes. He has the defensive ability, but then he's not a strict CDM like Rodri. He can be box to box, but a little bit more defensive minded with excellent finishing. So my choice would be Matheus Nunes, and groom Romeo Lavia for that Rodri role. Just imagine 5 to 6 years from now, Romeo Lavia holding at the center of midfield with Foden and James McAtee completing the midfield. Romeo Lavia, Foden, James McAtee, and then you have and then you have Haaland through the center and Cole Palmer one side and Sam Edozie other side. That would just be a dream, right? Dream of academy players making it through. Rodri has been absolute class since day one at the football club. I think he struggled sort of in that first season. I was a bit of his doubter in that first half of the season. At least I was like, can he adapt to the pace of the midfield and stuff like that? But they call him Godri now. That's how good he has been. Rodri has been the best CDM in the world. So Rodri has been absolute class. Rodri has been absolutely good. He's the best CDM in the world, ahead of Fabinho for me. So a wonderful night, and thank you so much for joining me in the chat, all of you. It's been fantastic chatting with all of you, and good night and good evening or good morning depending on where you are in, but I'm in India here and it's good night here, so take care. We have another comment from Cambo here. He says, still scored in the Carabao Cup final, an absolute banger against Burnley. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Rodri, yeah. But Rodri, I mean, the improvement of Rodri has been fantastic, I would say. No other CDM would have improved as much under Pep. You would say it's a bit of fortune on Rodri's side as well that he has got to work under Pep Guardiola. Just imagine Jerome Boateng, who was almost useless for City. Pep had turned that Jerome Boateng into one of the best defenders in world football. So you can understand the influence that Pep has on players. Maybe Pep was actually going for Fred as well, and now United fans are saying Fred is useless. But maybe if Fred had, for example, come under Pep, Fred would have also maybe turned into this, who knows. And if Rodri had gone to United, Rodri would have been shit maybe. So I think we should not underestimate what Pep Guardiola has done to these players. He's elevated the levels of each one of them. What a trainer, what a coach. If we started UCL final, we would be European champions, mate. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Rodri has been very good. I mean, very good times ahead for us. Anyway, I'll have to go now. And thank you all again for joining me in the chat. It's been wonderful chatting with you all. And take care. And I'll see you all in a bit. Take care.